Hey everybody, I am really excited to be sharing some books with you. When I was building my library, one thing that really gave me trouble was knowing what books I needed to add and why. I feel really passionate about students having a book that they want to read and they like to read that's on their level and in a style or format that they enjoy. That way I don't have students saying, there's nothing for me to read. I don't like it. I can't read any of this. Yes, they can. You just need to make sure your library has the things in it that your students need. So in this series, I'm going to be showing you some different books, telling you a little bit about them, a little bit about the level that I view them as, and what you should or shouldn't make the decision to put in your library. So we are kicking it off today with Luis E. Antonio. You can see right off the bat, Luis and E. Antonio are a little mouse and an orange tabby cat. Well, I don't know if he's a tabby cat, but I think most orange cats are tabby cats. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is going to be a book that students who love animals are going to want to read. You can also tell by the thickness of this book that it's not very long. I'm going to show you. You just saw the whole thickness. This is the thickness minus the glossary. This is the thickness of just the actual reading pages. It's not a very long book. It comes in at 28 pages, so it is 28 pages, but it's 28 pages of like actual text. It's not a very long book. A student who's reading for 5 or so minutes a day could definitely get through this book in under a month, which is huge because a lot of students, they get a book and they really like it, they start reading it, and it's taking them all semester. But this book is set up nice and easy at 28 pages of text that if a student is reading 2-3 pages in that 5 to 7 minutes you're having them read, this is going to be an easy thing to fly through in a month. If a student is a better reader, a stronger reader, a more focused, a faster reader, they may be able to get through this book in as quickly as like a week if you're having them read every day. Luis E. Antonio is listed on the back as a level 1 plus comprehensible novel. My level 1 students love these. Usually when I have them start reading, which is between November and January, we're going a little bit later this year, we're starting in January, my level 1 students can read these by this point. My level 1 students basically have learned the Super 7, movement words, school-y verbs, they've learned household vocabulary, they've learned school vocabulary, they've learned animal vocabulary, they've learned country moving around vocabulary. These are books that they can read at that point. Luis and Antonio are in Argentina. That's where this book takes place. You don't get a lot of Argentina out there, so it's a nice way to kind of introduce students to a country that they don't necessarily see represented in a lot of other comprehensible readers. But the goal or the story of Luis y Antonio is that Antonio, the mouse, is not afraid of cats. He's this fearless mouse that is out there doing all these crazy things in the forest of Argentina. But he doesn't have any friends and he wants to find friends. So can he find friends is the goal of this book. I'm going to show you just a little bit. It's got some nice images on the inside of it, which I think is really cute that they've got like little speech bubbles and things. It's broken down into chapters. There are 10 total chapters in this book. The chapters are about 4-ish pages, 3 to 4 pages long, so they're not terribly long. When I have students read a book like this, I usually have them make a goal of getting through 1 chapter in a period of FVR. Obviously, if they don't, that's okay. I'm not going to spoil the book for you, but the last question on the back of the cover says, "Will he venture alone into the forest against his father's wishes? Will his fearlessness get him into trouble? Or will he find friends?" I'm not going to ruin it for you, but this is an excellent, excellent option for level 1 students and higher. But for building a level 1 library, this is a great choice. Another thing I love about this book is it is available on Amazon. I purchased mine from Command Performance, but it is available on Amazon, and I feel like nowadays a lot of books are not, and a lot of schools like to order from Amazon. If you can order from Command Performance, great, but if your school doesn't allow outside vendors or they prefer to order on Amazon, this is one that you can get there. This is one of several books that are written at this level about animals. I will link them all below. When I link them below, it is linked to my Amazon store. I do get like, I don't know, 5 cents if you choose to buy this book from that link. So I'm not getting rich, but if that bothers you, you can also go to Amazon. You can just type in the title Luis y Antonio, and I'll get really close. Theresa Marrama, you can type in her name and you can purchase this and other books that she has. I would love to know what books you would love to see reviewed or what books you have questions on, and I will keep adding them for you. We will see you guys soon. Bye.